It is wintertime, but it is hot on this season of Love and Hip Hop New York. We have a lot of episodes to cover. Welcome to AfterBuzz Panel.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, we got some little music going. Hey guys, what's up? Hey guys, welcome back. It was like a long break, but we're back. Welcome back to Love and Hip Hop New York panel. We have a lot of great episodes for you to cover for you guys, especially episode 5. We have Phresher versus Richie, Battle of the Exes, Love Ups and Downs, of course, our special segment, our predictions, and our news and gossip. But before all of that greatness, I will be hosting tonight. I'm Sierra Stafford, and to the left of me, I have Miss Saba. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
We're doing great. So, if you guys haven't noticed, it's not a full panel, but me and Saba gonna hold it down for you guys tonight, okay? So, welcome guys back to Love and Hip Hop. I hope you guys had a very great happy holidays. Did you have a good holiday?
I did. I spent it in Canada.
Okay. Are you from Canada?
I am from Canada.
Oh, okay. Fun fact. Okay, my girl's not from America.
No, I am not. I am a full-blown Canadian.
Okay, that's really cool. So you went home and
yeah.
It was kind of cold in Texas too. I'm from Texas. It was kind of cold, but hey, but that's good. You got to go home. So welcome back, guys. I hope you guys had a good, happy holidays. When you went home, wherever you may be, but we're back and it's time to get into this episode because it was a lot. But we're gonna cover episodes 2, 3, 4, and 5 because we were out. So we want to make sure we give our fans what they've been wanting to hear.
That's right.
So starting off, episode 2, we'll be real brief over this one. So this season, I have to say, kind of started off and just got straight into it. They just got straight into it. It has been good thus far. So I'm glad that in episode 2 they just dived straight in. And the first thing I love is that I want to say I love that Fat Joe has a very I love his image on the show.
Yes.
I love Remy and Papoose whole aura of the show as well. It's very professional. It's very family oriented. I just love the whole vibe. So we see in episode 2 that Fat Joe kind of was like, you have to get your music back going on. I know you just had the baby, but it's music time. So just really fast, what did you think about Fat Joe just being in Remy Ma's corner?
I love it. I, just like what you said, I completely agree. I love their professionalism. I love how close they are in terms of not only their personal relationship, but their business relationship. And I adore how much Fat Joe is just supporting Remy Ma, her career. He just wants to see her succeed and do well in life. And I think that's amazing. And I really love also her support system from Papoose as well. Yeah. Like Remy is winning with those two.
Yeah, she's really winning. Especially if you have men in your corner. There's nothing like having your spouse support you, but also have another male that's in the game, in the game. I mean, and I know they probably have met because of musical relationship, right? But they still have a personal, he's the godfather of her daughter. So it's just good that they have that perfect balance,
Absolutely.
And I do want to talk more about Remy Ma and her motherhood, but we'll get into that later in episode 5. But moving on, so we also got Kimbella versus Jonathan and Yandy. Now, I just want to say really fast.
I can't.
As much as I try to... I'm not going to say I try to speak positive over everyone on every show, but facts are facts. And Kimbella's really irking me this season already.
Thank you. Me too.
But okay, so I will agree. So we know the whole thing is, they heard Jonathan and Yandy had dinner, and the article came up that Chrissy and, her house is in foreclosure. Her and her husband Jim Jones, sorry, had brain fart, guys. We're okay. So they had a foreclosure. So Yandy reread the article. Now I will say, when Yandy reread it, she kind of had a little to it, it kind of was a little but I just feel like the way that Kimbella is riding this whole let me be captain and defend Chrissy and put out, I just think it's a bit much.
Absolutely. There's an ulterior motive there.
Exactly. I just feel like even though she may be right in the extent of how Yandy did read the article and make it be perceived, she kind of going a little too hard for Chrissy too fast, I feel.
100%. I couldn't agree with you more, honestly.
Yeah, and Jonathan and Yandy says that they're like, when did you become besties with the girl that just beat you up on live TV? Now, let me just say this too. I'm all for women making up. Do not get me wrong. We're glad to see you guys make up, but it was just the fact that y'all had this little conversation.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're just her warrior. Like,
absolutely. And and even when they had that conversation, like, I didn't even really feel this like this genuine sincerity,
or let's dive back in and just be buddy. Now I will say they did say they had they were close back in the day because their husbands were in the same group, right? So I mean, if you do have deep relations with somebody, I can see y'all can just jump back in and just be fine.
No, but not after what Chrissy did.
Exactly. That's all I was going to get. I was going to say.
I'm sorry. There is no turning back from that.
It was a but after that. I was saying that's true, but
no. She beat her butt down, literally. Like,
but
she had
it don't just take one conversation like that. Yeah.
No. Chrissy. I really do believe that Chrissy does have an ulterior motive here.
You think she does?
Absolutely. At the end of the day, Chrissy needs to build a team. You know what I'm saying? She just can't come back like, and be solo. Like, she doesn't even have Jim Jones there. You know what I mean?
And her whole demeanor has been, I'm back, like I'm the HBIC, everybody bow down. She's been giving us that vibe, and it's like,
but with nobody on her team.
So it's not even that, but
she's
got to
build these alliances.
Yourself,
you know what I mean?
You haven't been here for seasons. I know you were on the first season. I know you were the OG, but just don't come in so aggressive.
Absolutely.
I'm just getting very aggression, and I'm like, girl, it's okay.
Yes.
It has been a year. I'm like, Yandy, girl, it's been 8 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I probably wouldn't care no more. I mean, I would probably want to be friends at this point. I don't care no more.
Right.
Okay. Like, you still, like, the fact that you're still harping over this is like, you're miserable.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just here to speak the facts.
Well, and that's
I'm just here to share.
But that's all she has. That's her storyline is 8 years ago.
You're right. I forgot this is based off
her like old beefs. You know what I mean?
You're right. Good point. You're right.
That's all she has. So she has to take it back there and then try to make up with everybody or whatever it is that she's trying to do. And I think Kimbella is an easy target. Honest to God, I think Kimbella.
I hate to say
is a little simple dimple.
I just feel like the storylines are so strategic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I forget that though, because I am a fan of these shows, so I get so into it. Like, why are y'all doing this? Like, girl, get it together. But then you bring it to my light, I'm like, oh, they played this. Okay.
Yep. Everybody needs something.
I guess it's still annoying, but it makes sense. So so that was episode 2 real fast. So let's get into episode 3.
All right.
So a lot more happened. So let's just continue on with that because a lot of topics kind of continued on. So we know that for the home got into foreclosure, and Chrissy's new career is based off of retail. Flipping homes and selling homes, investments. Realtor, all that good stuff, and with $1 million clients. Yeah. And then she has this women organization. So it's a lot that could affect her job if this gets out that, her home is in foreclosure. But I did feel bad for her because, she really didn't have nothing to do with this. This is Jim's house. It's not her house, but she was the spouse, so she's attached. So right. I will say that I did feel bad for her in that case, and I would have got on Jim too. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. But I was glad that, she spoke up. I feel like everyone received her well.
I agree.
And I do believe that this situation is totally separate from her work life. So I will say that about this situation. I felt like, it's totally separate. What did you think? Do you think everyone received it well?
Definitely. I think everybody did. But I also think that, Chrissy being a public figure, she has that advantage, where people will forgive her a little bit more easily.
If it was just some random person.
Exactly. Like if this was just some regular person, every single person in that room
would have been lying.
Where she was trying to reconcile the situation. No, they would have been like, girl, bye.
But I feel like the only reason why, I would be uncomfortable too, but I feel like the only reason why, because she had nothing to do with it. Now, granted, as your spouse, you would think that you would know what's going on, regardless whether your name is on stuff or not.
Yeah.
But she said she genuinely didn't know. So it's kind of like,
I'll give her that.
What can I do if I don't know?
But then that speaks volumes on Jim Jones. What kind of man, fiance, boyfriend? I don't care. Like, what kind of?
But she got on him too, though. So I would have got on him because it's kind of like. But did you see I'm fixing your mess and it's messing up my business.
Right. And did you see how he was so kind of quick to dismiss her? Like he was just kind of like, well, I said sorry, baby.
But he been like,
all
that
right,
about
well,
everything.
just like really arrogant about it. Just kind of like, well, it's over and done now, and everybody forgave you, and this and that. It's like, no, but mistakes, you still. Yeah. Like a big mistake
because I'm having to apologize.
Messed up her livelihood, her reputation. Like no. Like what? This is Jim.
Yeah.
Chrissy needs to come at him a little bit harder. There needs to be some serious ramifications for what he did to her. She took the heat for that. That was wrong.
Yeah, like, that's what I said. She was apologizing for your mess.
Like, he should have been there too and been like, yes, let me step in, speak for her as well, and say that she did not have anything to do with this, and this is my fault. Like, he should have been there. But do you see how he just kind of doesn't really care, and he's just kind of like, well,
he was very like arrogant about it. But I will say, this season, I just want to see more of positiveness. Not saying she's a negative person, but like every scene is some drama. Yeah. If it's not with the girls, it's with Jim. And not saying that she is starting or causing it, but I really feel like as a woman, Chrissy is very a good one, like a go-getter. I feel like she's a very mature, classy woman.
Yeah, I would like her if I met her. I
feel like she's really a real raw woman. I just feel like all this beef though, and then it's just making her look a certain way that we really know she's really probably not. So I just want to see more of the businesswoman. I want to see more of the, let me empower these other women that I'm leading. So let me empower Yandy. Let me empower Kimbella. Let me not drag 8-year beef on. Right. And let me be a woman that I'm claiming to inspire. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We too old for this. It's 8 seasons ago. This is new season. Leave it. Let it go.
I agree. That's
all I'm saying. Let it be.
Yep, absolutely.
And then, so then we have Safari and Erica. So they're a new couple as well. Newlyweds about to be married. Well, they're already married now in real life. But
beautiful ceremony, by the way.
No, it really was. The baby shower was too. Very beautiful. Yes. But I feel like every celebrity couple has this conversation, prenup. And so Erica wanted to get a prenup. Safari was kind of like, why? If we're supposed to be a marriage, supposed to be forever, what's the issue? So my question for you is, because I've always had the same question, because I know that a prenup can mean, I just want to protect myself just in case. Right. But in my mind too, it's like, what is there just in case if we're married? There should be no just in case. We're riding out forever.
Absolutely.
So I even battle with, I'm not a married or nothing like that, but I even battle with that thought, like, dang, because I get both sides. So what is your take on prenups? I just want to ask.
Personally,
real quickly,
I personally would get a prenup. I just would. Because you never know. You know what I mean? There are couples out here, like, I've witnessed this. There are literally married couples out here that have been married for like 20, 30 years, and like they find out things about one another that they never knew.
That's
true. There's like skeletons in the closet, and like, people become entirely different people sometimes after decades. Like, this is real. This happens, Sierra.
Gosh.
So I know she's like, well, I think I'm gonna get a prenup too.
I just want to be fairy tale, okay?
No, there is no such thing. You gotta snap into reality, and literally, like, you have to protect yourself. I agree with Tahiri providing Erica with that information, and
to think about it.
Yeah, well,
but I feel like that's something for,
and her going back on it now, like, I'm just kind of like, oh no, Erica, what are you doing, girl?
I just feel like how some people say that's a conversation, like, it makes you think, like, dang, you think we're gonna get a divorce? Like, are you saying we ain't gonna last? Well, but then again, it's like, you never know. So
that's the thing,
I'm still in between y'all.
That's why people get insurance. Even though you don't use it every day, there may be that one time you might get into a car accident. Sure. Your house might burn down. You know what I mean? Like, you got to protect yourself.
So prenup is like insurance?
Damn.
You heard it here first, guys.
Yes.
Saba said it. Prenups is like insurance. Get you some.
Go get you one.
Well, y'all need it. But in long story short though, Safari and Erica did come to agreement though, and she was like, it's fine. I found they're not gonna do one, so we're gonna see if love wins. I hope love wins. So
I don't know.
Listen,
but not with those two. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm trying to have a lot of faith in those two. I just want to quickly say, but with his history and Erica's history, honestly, those two to me are like, it's like fire fighting with fire. It's just. I don't know. It's just only going to make a bigger flame. I don't know about those two.
Yeah, if they would have agreed to get it, I wouldn't have been, like, surprised. Yeah. It wouldn't have been, like, a bad... I would have been like, oh, no, that's bad, or oh, that's... It's just like a, hey, be safe. Yeah. No, seriously, genuinely. Exactly. And then, but who they... And one last topic. So, who they do have a lot of faith in is a new artist, Jenneski. So, we've been having this whole... Jenneski! How she says it. Make sure y'all say it like that. But she had her big, we'll be real fast on this. She had her big showcase And, you know, she has Richie Dollas versus Phresher trying to manage her. But, of course, Richie Dollas has a lot of connections. So he brought out the entourage. And she turned out she did a really good showcase. And long story short, after the showcase, you know, her and Phresher go have a side conversation. You know, I think he was like just generally just grabbing her hand. I don't think he was, I'm going to be honest, I don't think he was trying to flirt. That's just me. You know, they cut stuff off. I don't know. But from what we've seen, it didn't look like he was trying to flirt. He was just trying to be like, I'm a man, you're a woman. Let me know you're my artist. I got you.
Right.
I didn't really get that much from it. But when Phresher's wife walked in, or baby mama, whoever she is to him, she saw this. Now, if I would have saw that too, I would have probably went off. Because, I mean, you don't know what it looks like.
Absolutely.
But in this whole situation, I just feel like that moment made her react crazy at her showcase when she had a big opportunity there.
Totally.
So, do you think that Jenneski should have just not retaliated like that and just let Phresher handle his girl?
Yeah.
Or what do you think should have been the dynamic there?
Yes. I think Jenneski, I think she should have completely contained herself, kept her cool, acted professionally, because like you said, this is her showcase.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She is the one that has a lot on the line. She is the one that has to, you know, present herself in an according fashion, you know, like she needs to be very conscious about the way she's conducting herself, especially in certain times and situations. And that was for her. That was for her to take responsibility over her actions, regardless of somebody coming in, provoking her, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
You know, so for her to have behaved that way, I mean, it was funny. I'm not going to lie. She was doing like the Mortal Kombat.
And I was going to say, that was funny, but I'm going to say I feel like if she knows that they have a very professional relationship, despite of what the baby mama's doing, I wouldn't even, if I know I'm really not doing nothing, I'm not going to react as crazy. I'm going to be like, you know, I'm going to try to be a woman, be like, listen, please calm down. This is my showcase, and I really don't have nothing going on with your man. Like, I just feel like in these scenarios, and not just with her in this situation, we see this in all the episodes of the season. It's always something with the baby mom and the producer, and I just wish, if you know, now, sometimes they have been, you know, messing around. But the ones that really wasn't, it's like, just let them know. Right. Because y'all gonna drag this out. And as we see, we'll get more into the episode 5, but it's not getting dragged out. And it's not even nothing. So absolutely, she could have just been like, girl, she should just never said nothing. And just let him take her out. And she should just went over there with Rich. Yeah. Who she needs to be with anyways. But we'll get into that. Yep. And then real fast, so we'll be really quick episode 4. We kind of got into these episodes 2 and 3.
I feel like we're kind of like interchangeably getting into all of them.
But you guys, it was like I said in the beginning, they just jump right in. So we're gonna jump in too. Exactly. And then there you go. So we have Chrissy. So episode 4, we have Chrissy and Yandy sit down and talk. So I was really rooting for this conversation. I really thought, you know, the fact that they even meet up was a big first step. But it didn't really go how we planned. Nope. Did you expect that? The conversation?
I did and I didn't. So it was nice, you know, kind of going into that, watching them, you know, from an unpredictable standpoint. I feel actually like Yandy, I feel like she's really, you know, doing her best in keeping this composure, you know, trying to stay calm, because every interaction so far between those two, it's been Chrissy barking at her.
It's like she barks at everybody. Like I said, everybody. I was like, Chrissy, don't come in so aggressive all the time.
And like just, you know, with her guard up, and she's just like ready to fight.
I think she thinks somebody's supposed to be scared of her.
Yeah, and it's not cool. And I do agree with Yandy when she says that she feels like Chrissy's hating on her and hating on her growth. You know, because all the issues so far, if you've noticed, that Chrissy has been bringing up to Yandy, like in terms of the issues that she has with her, it has something to do with like business. It has something to do with like, you know, Yandy.
Well, because she said, because her and Jim had a business relationship, right? And so I mean, it is business, because she said she kept stepping outside of her business and got into their personal. And I feel like Yandy didn't like, and we saw the flashback because we have to be reminded. I feel like Yandy didn't have ill intentions. I don't think she was saying like, don't do that because I don't like Chrissy the bad girl for you. I think Yandy knew her role as a manager.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't
That's
think
what I'm saying.
she had ill intentions.
No, not at all.
And I think if they had a grown-up conversation, that could have been clarified.
Yes, exactly.
I don't think it was just clarified because it was just looking like, oh, because I mean, I get how Chrissy be like, I kind of see how you overstepping, but I feel like Chrissy probably felt intimidated that this woman is all in my business, and she probably just view her as a manager, not as a friend manager. So I think Chrissy took offense to like, I don't like this mixture, but I feel like if they would have had something established previously or even talked about it like grown women, we wouldn't be talking about this right now.
Absolutely. and if there really was something that Yandy did, because I still have yet to know.
And if she really did something that was just like out of line. But for everything we've seen thus far that we see, I don't think she's done nothing out of line for her to be like, you do, like she act like they slept together. At least Yandy has been the most classy one, not having a relationship with her business. Right. One thing I say is Yandy's about her business, and I follow her on Instagram. Lady's about her business. Okay. So
I like Yandy, honestly. I like Yandy, what she stands for. I love how she's all about, like, the prison reform, all that good stuff. Anyways, I really
get off,
respect what Yandy stands for. Yeah, but Chrissy, I think she's doing too much, and I think she's hating on Yandy. Yeah, plain and simple.
It didn't end well, but I'm glad that Yandy let it be. Just let it be.
Yeah, and that's what it seems like she's doing. No, like within that last interaction where they met up at the bar or some restaurant, and I know it may not seem like you're being the bigger person when you walk away from a conversation, but I think in that instance it was needed.
Oh, definitely, because
Chrissy
don't.
Because it's like, girl, bye.
And Chrissy wants her to. I feel like she wants her to kiss her butt in a way, and be like, "I'm sorry for something," but I feel like I can't.
Kimbella.
I feel like Yandy, I can't apologize for something that I don't feel like I did. So yeah, that's just that. So next then so speaking of Yandy, so Yandy and Erica don't see eye to eye, but Yandy and Safari have a very close relationship, close to their family. So long story short, Erica or Safari basically tell Erica, like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to invite Yandy to the wedding, but they see in person that he actually texts Yandy, kind of invited her to the wedding.
And very much so invited
her.
Messages and everything.
Exactly. So that comes out, they're all three sitting there in the club. They were at supporting someone's showcase, I believe. Oh, the showcase, yeah, Jenneski showcase. And so, Yandy put out the message, Erica reads it, and she's like, you did invite her. So you put up this whole facade that you didn't invite her, but yet I'm your wife, and you went behind my back. So that situation, too, is just kind of...
It's draining.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they're past that. We'll get more to that at last episode too. And then last thing that's just been that's been draining me personally, Tahiri and Joe. So as we know, Erica's been trying to, get them back together. She's friends with Tahiri. She's cool with Joe. Her and Safari are cool with Joe. And, Joe and Cyn are now single, but we all believe as fans and as them that they want to be back together. I mean, despite of them being single, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
So Tahiri and Joe now going shopping together, hanging out. And I'm just not here for it.
Neither.
I'm just going to get to the point, cut the BS.
Yeah.
Let's just stop it there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stop it there. But, we're not here for that. Let's not play. You know what you're doing. Do not do my girl Cyn like that, because I do feel I want them to be back together. Despite what he did, I don't condone cheating, but I do feel like they could move forward.
Absolutely.
And I want them to move forward. They just had a baby. He just freaking proposed.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't even make it to the wedding. So it's kind of like I'm hurting with her.
Yeah.
And I really love Cyn, so Erica, chill out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Big time.
Big time, chill out.
Focus on your own.
Yeah, you about to have a loving... Well, you do have a loving husband now, and then the baby's about to be here. Is the baby here yet? I'm not sure. But yeah.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, but you're about to have a beautiful daughter, have family. Don't be trying to play love matchmaker. Yeah. Match your own.
Especially when it's malicious.
Yeah,
like, girl, you got other things to worry about.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're gonna have to be really fast on episode 5, guys. We just got so into episode 2 and 3 and 4, but we hope you guys watch it and feel how we feel, because it really was a lot.
And it's not good.
Yeah, so it's not good at all. But we actually kind of talked about these topics. So it kind of got into episode 5 as well. So we have Phresher versus Richie Dollas trying to manage Jenneski.
Yeah.
And
I can't.
I mean, that's how she says it, guys. And, you know, I do feel like so far, Richie had a point. He brings up, you know, like, I've showed you thus far. You know, I had you a showcase. I brought out a lot of big names to see you. They all rock with you. You wanted to do come to the radio station. I brought you to the radio station. So this whole back and forth between me and Phresher, you have to pick. And I do agree with Richie on that. But even despite all of that, I feel like even though Richie has a past messing with his artists, I do genuinely feel he wants to represent her. Because, I mean, he got to be about his bag, too, at some point. Yep. So don't you feel like he's genuine, Richie?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. I don't think it's a Rich Dollar, Erica Mena situation.
Or anybody, not just Erica. He's done it with more people than just Erica. Yeah, so I don't think it's him in general.
Yeah. No, I do believe it's a genuine interest, and he 100% believes in her because, like he said, he wouldn't have brought out all those heavy hitters to her showcase if he truly didn't. So,
and I feel like we only, like I said, watching the show, we only get snippets and pieces too. But I feel like for what we've seen, I feel like she's cool. I want to see, like I said, I want to see more because we don't see enough. Because just me saying that one showcase doesn't give me the full blown idea of who she really is.
Right.
But I mean, if he's doing all this, these big names are saying she's good, she must be good. So it's kind of like, okay, now you're battling with Phresher. I mean, not saying he's not big, but I didn't know who he was prior. So it's kind of like, I expected her to go with Richie. And I'm glad she did because she got a point. You know, you have baby mama stuff. I'm about my business. And Richie has shown me that. So I think she made a good decision.
I completely agree.
So, Jenneski, you better get to the bag, okay?
You are on your way.
On your way. And then, so, next topic of episode 5, we have Battle of the Exes. So, girl, it's just... No, seriously. So... like I mentioned before, I'm not too fond of this Tahiri thing. I don't like how they brought her back on the storyline. Not that I don't like her as a person. I just don't like her in this whole mix of the situation, you know? And I feel like even though you have a history with the man, I don't care how long y'all been dating. Once y'all move on from each other, that becomes null void. Y'all ain't got kids. They ain't got kids together, right?
Nope.
So, I don't care what y'all had 20 years ago. I don't care if y'all was high school sweethearts. Once y'all are done and he moved on and you probably moved on, I don't know what she did, but it don't matter. So, with that being said, I feel like if you know they're fresh out, you probably don't know if they're going to get back together, but I just feel like she shouldn't even want to be in nothing like that. Everything is on the blogs, like she says she knows. And then Erica's trying to stir it up. I want to ask you, do you think Erica has ill intentions to put them back together? Or you think she just really just sincerely want to see her two greatest friends just be back together?
No. It's Erica! Hello! Erica Mena? Messy Erica Mena? Come on. Listen. She's the real messy boots.
True.
And really, like Cyn said, girl, you need to be worrying about like your wedding coming up, your baby. Like, why are you all up in my business?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's, and Erica.
And the fact that Cyn cried, and so real fast they went and met up. So Cyn, Jonathan, and Erica met up. You know, Cyn wanted to tell Erica, you know, like, what's up? Like, well, I know we ain't here, but you ain't gotta be doing this, which I agree with. And Erica's kind of like, I don't owe you nothing.
Yeah.
Or trying to say, I don't do this out of malicious, which we should feel like that's a lie.
That's a big lie. I mean, and she really kind of put it out there, like, blatantly. Like, she was like, listen, I don't care about you. I don't think about you. I don't care about your feeling. Like, come on.
So you did it with
y'all. Like, y'all saw it for yourselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and Erica does not care. So Cyn needs to be smarter, I feel like, in the situation.
Rise above her.
Yeah, exactly. Rise above her. Because at the end of the day,
that's what she wants.
Erica, like, come on. There's no reasoning with that woman. There is no getting, past her or, well, you can get past her, I'm sure, if you try. But... but there's no trying to have a real woman to woman conversation with her about like, hey, listen, like, come on, you know what it feels like to be with somebody, you know what it feels like to be her. And
at this point, I just feel
were
like
together, like they had apparently real love for one another. So it's like what Erica's doing is just so plain and simply wrong, And like I said, there's just no getting past her. Like, there's no getting an understanding or a mutual, like, they'll never be cool. So Cyn, she needs to keep it stepping. and she needs to just deal with Joe.
Yeah, I was going to say, just deal with Joe.
Don't deal with Erica.
Yeah, and she did talk to Joe, so I just want to, moving forward, they did have their conversation, and Joe kind of owned up to what it was, but I do feel like despite that, Tahiri won't blow up and be something bigger as long as they just, so yeah, we're just going to keep it at that.
Yeah.
But that's all we have for episode 5. That was really mainly it for episode 5. We had a jam-packed episode for you guys. Please let us know what you guys thought about episode 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll be back next week with episode 6 with hopefully a full, beautiful panel. But until next week, I'm your host, Sierra Stafford. You can find me on my Instagram at Sierra Stafford TV. And Miss Saba, where can they find you, Saba?
Well, you guys can find me. You can find me on Instagram at im.sabahailamariam, or you can just hit me up on my website, sabahailamariam.com.
Yes, and go follow us, and we'll see you guys next week.
Hey!
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.